I had the idea for the Finding Asheville podcast like a year and a half ago. I bought the podcast equipment last October. I didn't send out the first email for a Finding Asheville interview request until January, and then when that person responded back, I didn't respond back because I was so nervous. My name is Nathan Miller, and I run the Finding Asheville podcast, which is an interview show where I interview local entrepreneurs about their backstory, I guess, before getting to Asheville, and then what makes them successful now in Asheville, or some of the people that I think are successful in Asheville. And then on the side, I do run this little parody / satire / humor website called Citizen Times, except THYMES, so like the herb and not time, like the clock. I just hook up the Blue Yeti mic to my laptop and open up GarageBand and hit record, and that's pretty much the show. The reason I'm doing Finding Asheville is I've followed all of these people on Twitter, Jason Sanford of Ash Vegas, or Mackenzie Lunsford, or Julie Radcliffe-Atala over Brews and Ales, and they've followed me back on Twitter, and I'm like, who are these people? The second reason why I'm doing Finding Asheville is, I think this town has plenty to celebrate, because people do work their asses off. Before I have these conversations with people, I drive 50 minutes to work Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I'm kind of crazy, so I have pre-conversations in my mind of how these conversations are going to go before I have them. Usually I'm wrong. I don't think I've necessarily learned more about Asheville in this instance. I think I've learned more about human nature, so to speak. So when I think of entrepreneurs and I think of chefs, I have this vision of my mind that these people are superheroes. And that's not necessarily the case. I think those entrepreneurs have the same doubts that I often have. The podcast is doing well. I think by the end of the week, I'll be averaging 100 listens per episode. I will probably continue doing it until people quit volunteering to go on the show.